When cops realize they're going to jail, another episode of Baldi's Basics, baby.
There are countless examples of corrupt, evil, and even criminal cops. But what happens to cops who actually get caught? These are 4 examples of
they
cops
go to jail?
who realized they were going to jail. Starting with Tyler Moody, who was about to get the shock of his life after being brought into the interrogation room.
Have you offered your resignation or not?
I can keep my job and no.
Well, you can't keep your job, okay?
An inmate charged with murder was discovered with a mobile phone.
Why is the guy just doing push-ups, man? It's such a stereotype. That looks like a TV show, bro.
Tyler immediately folded and confessed to what he'd done. He expected to just get fired, but he was about to discover providing contraband comes with a much bigger punishment.
I'm sorry, this is the most stereotypical sheriff I've ever seen in my goddamn life, bro. Just sticking out, just got the hat on, just okay. Jeans, the belt.
You're under arrest for bringing a prohibited item, a cell phone, into a correctional facility. That's a 3rd-degree felony.
Providing a prisoner with a mobile phone carries a sentence of 1 year in prison. And that's exactly where Tyler is right now, serving it in exactly the same place that he used to patrol as a cop. But unlike Tyler, Stephanie Lazarus didn't get off nearly as easy. After decades of investigations, DNA evidence revealed that Stephanie was very likely the culprit of a murder committed in 1986.
Sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh villain.
Because of the high-stakes nature of the case, the detectives made sure to meticulously plan this interrogation. Stephanie was a really successful detective herself, and she had recently received recommendations for her good work on a theft case. So the detectives used this and brought her in under the guise that they needed help with a case. Shelly Rasmussen's body had been found at her home after being shot 3 times. The case went cold when they couldn't identify the suspect. However, 23 years later, when revisiting the case, detectives found evidence that led them towards Stephanie, a girl who had been trapped in a love triangle with Sherry and her husband, John Rutten. So the detectives decided—
imagine thinking you got away. 23 years have passed, and then they pull this shit on you, bro. Oh my god.
Were you guys friends? Close friends?
Yeah, we're very close friends. I mean, what's this all about?
It's a case we're working on. It involves John, and in there's notes and stuff that he knew you and stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean, we were good friends. Lived in the dorms for.
Really good friends, huh?
What's this all about?
Well, it's relating to.
You would know. You're a detective.
His wife.
She's probably had like nightmares about this for like the past 23 years, man. Goddamn.
I mean, if you guys are claiming that I'm a suspect, then, you know, I got a problem with, you know, with that.
Sure you do.
Obviously, you know about all the DNA stuff and things of the nature that, you know, gets done on
science be advancing.
You know, if we asked you for a DNA swab, would you be willing to give us one?
Maybe.
Soon they're gonna start analyzing the goddamn air molecules in the air. They're gonna find a residue of my noxious farts and chain me to a murder in 60 years ago or some shit.
Unfortunately for her, just 5 minutes later, the detectives decide they've heard enough and put her in cuffs.
We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Stephanie Eileen Lazarus, guilty of the crime of murder of Sherry Rasmussen. We further find
20 years, huh?
The first degree.
Yo, that's a scary mugshot. Oh my lord.
But to this next cop, Jalen Fleer, a single felony charge.
Wait, you're telling me a guy named Fleer didn't flee?
In April 2020, San Diego police received tips that a man had been engaging with a local child.
We did receive a picture that, you know, when we looked into it, it looks similar to you.
I don't know who that man is.
As soon as the allegations are brought up, Jalen becomes visibly stressed. He leans forward tentatively in his chair, clasps his hands together softly.
To be fair, if somebody is just randomly like, oh, there's some allegations against you, of course you're gonna get a little bit stressed. I think this is a bit ridiculous, but
however, she is making a noticeable effort to make him feel relaxed, using a bubbly and friendly persona to put him at ease.
So
yeah, I was confused about that. Like, she's too friendly.
So
with a
this
predator.
picture right here, how old were you when it was taken?
20.
20? Okay, cool. That makes it very easy. This photo came up in connection with some allegations about you communicating with a younger female on Snapchat.
This is something I should have lawyers on.
Jalen is starting to seem more and more stressed. He begins to sway in his chair more and becomes more closed off with his answer.
Dude, I hate when they do this shit, because I sway in my chair, I do this, I have a cap on, man. Stop it.
We can't find any connection or reason why this photo would end up with this particular person if it wasn't shared by someone you may know.
Maybe she just admires the cop, bro.
The account that shared the photo and the information was called
Lol, he was my best man. Funny guy, just gotta get to know him. Lol, why would you want me to wrap my arms around you then? Ha! Dude, I'm telling you, anyone who uses Snapchat is a predator. I don't know how many users are on there. 100 million, all predators. I don't care, okay? There is no valid reason for a grown man to ever use Snapchat. I've never installed it in my life. I don't know what the hell it even is. All I've seen is these degenerate screenshots every time.
Have you ever shared any images of your with anyone?
Okay.
And how many?
Never do that. Just period ever. I don't there's no reason ever justifiably. I don't think anybody wants to see it.
Did you ever share any videos of you having with anyone?
Anyone? No, I've always had personal.
What is this?
videos of me and my wife.
How is this a thing? Why do people record this shit, bro? Are you that goddamn... Oh my god, bro.
Unfortunately for him, he's quickly handed a search warrant, allowing the police to seize DNA, his phone, and his car. Jalen was charged with 20 felonies, including engaging in lewd acts with children under the age of 14, pandering children under 16,
Under
and
14?
engaging in... A few
Nah,
months
bro.
later, he was sentenced to 12 years in prison.
Just 12? Just 12? Are you kidding me? This is like... Bro, this should be a life thing,
Disturbing
dude.
act doesn't even compare to the atrocities that Daniel Holtzclaw
263.
Daniel was brought in
my
for
God.
interrogation after a report came in that he'd made an unlawful traffic stop and forced the female driver to remove her clothing and perform on him. What detectives didn't know was that this was just one of dozens of other crimes that Daniel would find himself accused of.
I would not sit that close to this guy. After seeing those crimes, uncuffed, I would not sit that close. Just
walk me through it all again.
I see a Grand Prix in the outside lane. I was
bro was playing Mario Kart?
directly in front of me.
Grand Prix?
Swerved at that time. I kind of fall behind of it. Lincoln, I didn't want to light it up at the stop sign, so I waited till it go forward and just lit it up just to the west. And then that's when I made the traffic stop.
Daniel recounts his version of events from that night.
Bro, it looks like a Roblox Slender.
On the stop, dispatch, run a records check on the driver, or even let them know that he just logged off for the night. But Daniel just explains that everything happened so fast he just forgot to do all of that, and made the traffic stop off the grid.
They found some pubic hairs right in here.
Oh my god.
Could they be yours?
No, that's not, I didn't pull my, I didn't do anything right there.
Your pubes couldn't be
No.
right there?
But this is so weird. This is so awkward. Just your interrogator, your pubes could like...
Seems a little extra.
I mean, he's a
worried
degenerate, so
whenever
you
talk
gotta
about
have to
seeing her
talk...
boobies.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
A little
whoa,
extra
whoa, whoa.
Worried whenever you talked about seeing her boobies.
Mm.
I'm sure she just didn't flash you.
I can't.
Boobies?
I won't
Why
say
does
I
he
can't
say it
recall,
like
but
that?
I'm pretty positive she's
When I
flashed.
see a pair of titties,
She
I'm gonna
she
see
went
it.
this, but nothing as far as I'm going like crazy looking.
Lift it.
This whole situation and it's just.
It's kind of scary.
Yeah, I personally, oh my god, it is hella scary seeing the boobies in front of you. Oh my god.
As the DNA tests on the hair found in the car came back as a perfect match. And
Dude,
statements given by his...
can you imagine being the officer who actually went into the car, picked up this guy's goddamn pubes, and put it in the lab, dude?
Just 2 months later, 12 more women came forward with claims, and he was subsequently arrested.
Jeepers.
Battery. Defendant is guilty of the crime of battery and set punishment at 8 years. Count 2.
Look at this whimpering
procuring
fucking
lewd exhibition.
degenerate. I'm always like, whenever like the verdict gets shown, I'm always worried about the people beside them, because like their life is falling apart, and there's just these people like their lawyers are like right next to them. I'm like, bruh, I would not sit that close next to somebody like that.
Daniel was
How did
found
5
guilty
turn
on
into
18 of the 36 charges and sentenced to 263 years in prison. With
Yeah, just in case he gets the elixir of immortality, you gotta make that 263 right there.